my bus, or sorry, my train station. It's so cold, it's so windy. Here we go to work. It's 8:30 in the morning. Gambarimashou. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. So today I'm going to be giving a tour of my high school that I have been at for almost 4 years. This is kind of going to be like a daily routine, I guess, going to my school, getting some groceries, doing some work, having my lunch at school, talking to students, that kind of a thing. So not just a tour of my high school, but also like how I get to school, getting on my train, that kind of a thing. Also, a quick kind of disclaimer. I filmed this over a few days because I could not possibly film my entire school in one day. Just I had classes and meetings, and I even had to go visit another school one day and got to see a new school and help out at a new school. So I do have a bit of filming with that, but it is not all in one day. I just could not possibly do that. So far what you've seen is just me going from my apartment through the grocery store and to my station. So my station, luckily, is right outside basically my apartment. It's only like an 8-minute walk, luckily. And sometimes I stop at the grocery store to grab some lunch. In high school, as an ALT, you have to bring your own lunch or you can eat at the cafeteria. However, if you are an elementary school or junior high school teacher, you can opt into the school lunch, which is like very highly encouraged. So I guess it just kind of depends. But yeah, luckily for me, I only have to walk to my station for like 8 minutes and then I ride like 5 stops, that's all. And then I'm end up at my school after walking from the station to my school for like less than 8 minutes, which is very lucky because I know some people who have a really gnarly commute driving for an hour or have to ride their bike for 30 minutes. So luckily, I don't have to do any of that. Being on the train in the morning is definitely my me time. I'm on my phone 9 times out of 10 listening to music or on like other social media, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. That's kind of just my me time. Luckily today too, since I got to school a bit later, there were not a lot of people. Sometimes if I get to school right on time, I am not able to sit down, and I'm really happy to be able to sit down in the morning. But I have made it to school already, so let's go on with my high school tour today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave some comments below. If you're an ALT, let me know what your school is like or what you do during the day at your school. I would love to know. And of course, any questions if you are becoming an ALT anytime soon. Okay, so sorry that I'm starting here, but this is the first floor of the kind of gym or auditorium building. So the gym is right above this floor, and this is where kids mostly do like their club activities, locker room kind of a situation. As you can see, all the posters for club activities, the students draw themselves, which is really, really cool. But yeah, kids use the like bathrooms to change and like it's kind of like a locker room downstairs. But kendo, judo, and ping pong is primarily what's down there. And the cafeteria is down there as well. But I didn't film that because the staff was working. But here, you can see the second floor is where the gym is. And we have PE in here, sports day is in here, and also plays and speeches and graduation and other ceremonies are done all in here, the no air-conditioned giant room. Here's the gym. Oh, and there's the bell for class to start. I have no class this period, but it's freezing. Some kind of advertisement. I'm not sure what it is, but we're gonna walk this way. The windows are kind of ajar, open here, which is so stupid. We're gonna walk by a class. I don't know what class though. go up higher. This is the top floor. So this top floor is where the first years are. They are the youngest, so they have to travel to the highest floor, which is kind of understandable, but I teach mostly first years and second years, so I hate having to climb up the highest floor. But here is the school ground. The pool is over there. Someone's working on it. I think he's the swimming coach. I don't know what he's doing. Probably cleaning the pool. It's fucking green. It's so gross. But here's the boys' tennis court, the girls' handball, baseball's over there. There's kind of a tree in the way here, but they have soccer here, and like track and field is like here. Softball also is over there. Yeah, so most of the sports, the kids come every single day, which is, I don't know, I'm from America, so that's kind of crazy to me, but they have fun, I guess. I don't think anybody's up here, but this is the music club, music room. Some kind of performance maybe. And shoes to go in the music room. We have to change shoes. Even though we already changed shoes to come in here. Yeah. I don't know, I get the changing shoes thing, but I will be honest, the floor is disgusting. Like, it's cleaned, but I don't really think it's really cleaned. Personally, the art club is here too. They have an art room. I tried to get involved in the art club, but nobody really told me much information. So that's why I got involved with the calligraphy club, because they were really on top of showing me and telling me about it. Here, this is one of the PC computer rooms. Actually, they're in class right now, so I hope they don't hear me. I wonder who it is. I think it's probably second years. I don't know. But here, they're actually building an elevator outside. I don't know if you can see, but they're building an elevator here for students who are disabled, which I think is good. Like, kids have wanted to come here who are in a wheelchair or something, and they can't because it's all freaking stairs. Only stairs to go up and down. So if you can't go up and down stairs so well, like, it's a bit rough. I feel bad for everyone, really. Yeah. It's kind of noisy too. Here's the courtyard. A lot of kids actually hang out in here. And everyone's in class right now. As you can see, the windows are open to try to keep sickness away, which I think is stupid, but yeah. An emergency kit if there's an earthquake. This is a usual fit for school. Have to dress fully clothed, top to bottom, and my shoes that I have to change into. Oh my god, fully clothed is not what I was trying to say. What I meant to say was dressed modestly, or you have to kind of cover your arms, your neck, your chest, your legs, kind of a thing, as a teacher in Japan. That's just kind of the normal dress. I wasn't really used to doing that, especially since I was from America, but I don't know, you just kind of get used to it when you live in Japan. Anyway, those were some photos from my photo club, which are really, really good. I think they're really talented. And this area here is like the main entrance where all the kids put their shoes in lockers and change their shoes for the day. They're also color coordinated, so the green would represent like the first years, or the red would represent the second years, blue would represent third years, and it changes every year. So the kids, if they come to school with green, they stay green the whole year and they just keep going. Anyway, here I am going to the calligraphy club, which is where I kind of spent most of my time after school with my students. So the calligraphy club is where I spent most of my time after school. Since my school didn't have an English club, I didn't really have to do anything after school but hang out with the kids. And I was able to build a really cool connection with my calligraphy club students and do a bunch of cool performances with them. And they've also been just like so amazing, so talented. There's some of their work on display and some projects that they've done and shared. And also on this floor is where the home ec club is, which I also joined pretty often to cook, or they showed me how to sew some things. These are just some pictures of the kind of nursing class going to help out some kids, and they did a presentation project, and they were some of my favorite students that graduated a year ago, so kind of happy memories. Here's the bathrooms, boys and girls. You have to change your shoes to walk in. It's one of like the old style toilets. They've actually all gotten upgraded, like on the other floors that like the kids always use. This bathroom is not really used ever. So it's really, really cold in the school, so I'm just like trying to stay warm and move around as much as possible. But out here I'm showing the courtyard, and that's where the calligraphy club would practice their giant performances outside. This is a classroom that's not really used ever. As you know, Japan's population is declining, so some of the classrooms are not being used really anymore. There's some like new desks in here, or some of these like really old desks are put in here. But mostly they have like meetings and like club activities, I guess. Or we use some of these rooms for like interview and writing tests. So yeah, or just extra stuff is put in here. As you can see, this chalkboard is never used because it's like so clean and there's just nothing in here. But all the classrooms essentially look like this. Here's a better view of the ground. Soccer's over here, track and field will be here. That's a changing locker room. Girls are on top, boys are on bottom. There's a toilet in there. Disgusting, it's so gross. I don't know what's over there. That seems like... I don't know what all that is, but it's probably for something because it's covered by a tent. Here is our heaters. We use kerosene heaters. So it's plugged in and it's filled with like gasoline and it's turned on and it really heats up a room, but there's no insulation everywhere and all the windows are fucking left open. It's horrible. All the windows are left open, so air is just like coming through all the time, so if it heats up for a second, but I don't know. I don't think it makes sense, but Japan is built for summer, and Japan is built so that when stuff falls down from earthquakes, it can be kind of rebuilt easily. So there is a reason for that, but we are suffering most of the time because of the winter. And in summer, it's so hot. I don't know, there's like no wind, and there's probably mold absolutely covered. Oops, sorry, had to cut that off abruptly. A teacher was looking for me to help with a student's speech. But after this day, I had to rush to a whole other school. I was invited to help out with an English day. I had to like prepare a big game, and me and like 25 other ALTs were just kind of chatting and hanging out with the first years of another one of my friends' schools. I was very, very tired because I already had a full day and I had to come to another school and do this. Obviously, I was happy, but like also, yikes, really, really tired. I had to just gambarimasu my way through the rest of this day. Peeking at other lesson plans. We also got a really awesome bento, which I was really happy about because I was starving. And really, really cool, we got to see the archery club, which my school does not have. I had heard of quite a few schools in my area that have archery, but I had never gotten the chance to see it before. So that was really, really cool. They had a whole presentation like showing off the girls team and the boys team, how they change and like go and retrieve the arrows and all that stuff. It was really, really cool. So after watching the sports clubs, we were taken to the home ec room and given this wonderful like tea time display with cake and strawberry daifuku, mochi. It was all handmade and it was such a lovely ending to like a really, really hard day, and I really appreciate the kids working so hard for us. And back home, finally, I go. But I first had to make a stop transfer in Himeji to see the wonderful, the glorious Miss Jo herself, Himeji Castle, the best castle in all of Japan. I feel very, very lucky to have lived so close for the past almost 4 years to Himeji Castle and been able to go to the very top at least like 8 or 9 times and experienced every season with her. If you come to Japan, Himeji is like quintessentially the most beautiful castle in Japan, so I really recommend you stop by. For the memories.
A ripstick.
Murphys.
分かっとうからだからみんなできた。Hello, how you doing? Have a seat wherever you want to go.
We're just over here. Yatta! I love this corner spot. So, joke's on me, I actually was invited to go out to my favorite Irish bar that is not too far from my house, so I went out with a few friends to get a few drinks and hang out with our favorite bartender, Dave. Love him. He's actually from Ireland and he is married to a Japanese woman and he's been in Japan for like 30 years. And he's giving out these hilarious 51st state coasters to Canadians specifically. It's just a joke though. He's just a very unserious person. Hilarious. Love him. Goodbye. It's so full.
Like, the collector is so crazy.
I wasn't able to film a tour of the rest of my school, which is a bummer. I don't know, things got busy. The next day or two, hopefully, I can film the rest of my school. We're gonna jump to whenever that is. Okay. Gonna escape to the bathroom for a sec. I hate like the class meetings. That sign means teachers meeting. And nobody is allowed to walk over there. Okay, so since it's rainy, I can't really give a tour of like some of the places I wanted to show over there. Yeah, the school was swarming with kids, so I couldn't really give a proper tour today. But we can go to the gym to see what some of the sports kids are doing. So that's what we're gonna do on this day.
Every day busy. Too busy. Every day? Every day. Every day. Too busy. No money. No money. Hi. So good. Good job. So good. Not always. Not always. So where's the girls team? Oh, so cool. Oh my god. 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 Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is so cute. Very much. You made this donut? Yes, yes. Wow. So cute. I love this kind of chocolate. Oh, really? I love. So yummy.
I got this cute downtime from my student. Look how cute. I can't wait to eat this. She made this by hand, the donuts. Students are so cute. Going to work now. It's so warm. It's such a beautiful day. The temperature says 45 Fahrenheit, but it feels a lot warmer, even though it's windy. Here's my apartments, looking very, very old. All right, so just like I do every morning, going to the grocery store to get my breakfast and lunch for the day. I really love being able to live in a suburb because we get grocery stores like this. Like most people who live like in a city or a more urban area don't get these giant grocery stores, so you don't really have all this kind of cheap, easy stuff to grab, which I really, really love. It's so helpful to be able to find something easy for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's so close to my apartment. It's great. Anyway, checking out the gacha. Some of them are a little ridiculous, food items, but also really cool. My grocery store has Pop Mart figures, which has been really cool to see, but also horrible for my wallet. Me and my friends, we would go running to see what the new Pop Mart figures that they're dropping and stuff like that. Very, very dangerous, but it's a new addiction that I kind of really love. I get the hype. Unfortunately, though, in Japan, some Pop Mart figures don't come to Japan for some reason, which I do not understand. It's been like the most frustrating thing ever. Everything goes to China, Korea, and America, and Europe as well, but not to Japan, which is just like, it's been driving me crazy. I don't know, just mini rant. I don't know, we'll have to get over it, I guess. But leaving the store now and heading to my train. It's really, really feeling like spring. It's so nice. I hope the cherry blossoms will come early. Bye bye. Have a good day. Yahoo, bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. Oh my god, boys are so crazy. Yahoo, yahoo. Finish. Yatta. Hi, bye. Hello. Finish. Test finish.
Yeah,
Good?
tomorrow. Yes.
Honestly?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow finish.
Tomorrow finish.
Bye bye. See you. Yeah, it's exams today, or this week, so I'm coming to school late because I took the morning off. As I should. I'm exhausted. And they're all coming out of their exams, so they're all going home. I thought they didn't have a test tomorrow, but maybe some of them do. I'm not really sure, but yeah, they look so happy. Very, as a high school, it's very average level in this area, so like
their English ability, math, Japanese, science, and other like subjects abilities are pretty average. There's some kids that are really good, some kids are like really low, but overall a pretty good place as an ALT to be, because in this area, like I'm in Hyogo Prefecture, some of these schools are like crazy high level. My other friends who are ALTs have literally so much work to do all the time, and it's not like fun work either. They're like checking papers all day, which I think is a bit rough, to be just checking papers all day, like essays or book reports, book reviews, speech contests, debate. I mean, you're never bored with doing all of that stuff, but I don't know, it's really stressful. The kids are really stressed. My school kids are very cheerful, happy, sweet, boys and girls, so I don't know, I kind of like that better. And it's not like a really low level school, which I have friends who are really, really, really low level, like kids can't even say how are you, or they barely can say good morning. Yo, bye bye. Finish. Yatta. Perfect. Oh, okay. Bye bye. Thank you. You too. Bye bye. Kyotsukete. There's my school. Kyotsukete means like take care, be careful. Very useful Japanese word. Oh my god, there's Habaton. This is Hyogo Prefecture's mascot. He's like a phoenix. Kind of cute. And here's my school. Such a beautiful day. Oh my god. Another day of desk warming, so all I can really do is just sit at my desk. Luckily my school is very chill, so I can be on my phone, I can be on my laptop and do whatever else. I just have to like be in the school, which is annoying to have to come to school with nothing to do. That's a very just common Japanese thing. Taking a day off is a bit of a pain, but you know, it is what it is. I am deciding though to leave the classroom because nobody's going to talk to me. Unfortunately this year the teachers that I have are not very talkative and they're not very kind. My previous teachers that I had and supervisor that I had was really, really great. And they talked to me all the time. But nobody really talks to me anymore, so it's kind of lonely at my school. The kids are great, but I just am not really getting along with the teachers as well as I used to. Unfortunately, teachers change every year, or they can only stay at a school for like 7 or 8, 9 years max, so it is what it is, but unfortunately things change a lot at a Japanese school. My life is just nothing but stairs. Stairs, stairs, stairs. All the time. Every day. If it's not stairs in my apartment, it's stairs at school, it's stairs at the
train station. Stairs. I'm going to my ESS room to have some alone time away from everybody. No clubs today, I think. A room all to myself where I can talk at a normal volume and nobody bothers me. If you are in a high school, you will absolutely have some kind of separate room that is for the ESS club or the English something club. I don't know why I don't remember why it's ESS. So whenever you get to your school, figure out where it is and figure out where the key is so you can just go whenever you want. I feel you have that right as an ALT. I teach mostly first and second years, so I'm usually on the fourth and third floor. Rough. I have to climb up these stairs every day. Photo club. Graduation is Friday, so the gym is all fixed. Kind of shocked. So we're going downstairs to the bottom floor, first floor. All of the kids kind of get ready in here for club. Our vending machine. There's actually a lot of clubs that are back there. Kendo club. It's actually freezing in here. I'm so cold. I actually think I'm gonna go get my lunch because I'm kind of hungry. And it's 1 p.m. I gotta eat. That is, but he's doing awesome. Gonna eat lunch now. The sun makes it so much warmer in here. Okay, so I'm gonna eat or kind of drink this vitamin lemon, kind of lemonade drink. I have sandwich from the grocery store and some milk protein that I really love. It's like chocolate, and some yogurt. But I'm just realizing now my little spoon is at my desk. Oops. Something I really, really hate about Japanese schools is that there's no insulation, first of all. Same with my apartment, absolutely none. However, at my house, when it's winter, I keep the windows closed. In Japan, in winter and summer, I think pretty much all year, windows in the classrooms, in the hallways are open. So in winter, they have like the aircon heater or like kerosene heaters on for the classroom, but the window is open. So it's freezing. And then when you go in the hallway, there's like windows open. So it's like wind blowing at you, absolutely freezing. And then in summer, it's scorching hot, so humid, like the floors are wet and it's like moist and gross. And the windows are open, even though the aircon is on, pumping in cold ass air, which is why I always get sick in summer, because the aircon is like so cold. You're going from like extreme hot in the hallway to extreme cold in the classroom or in the teacher's room. I'm getting sick. Like, I honestly like get like one bad cold a year, flu, strep throat in America. In Japan, I get consistently sick like with every change of season. So like I just recovered from like a really bad cold last week. And I was sick for like a week and a half, terribly sick. And in summer, I've gotten sick so many times from like the aircon blowing on me. It's like frigid, and also it's moldy and gross. So I really, really hate that. But in this room, windows are closed, always, because it's freezing. Unless it's spring or fall and it's like nice air coming in. Anyway, I'm gonna eat. Got a nice egg sandwich. I love this stuff. It's summer, it's really great. And after getting over a cold, very necessary. I honestly just love the squeeze pouches in general, like any of them. The vitamin ones, the apple and banana ones, which one of my Japanese friends said it's kind of childish, but I don't care. Don't care, I like it. And this sandwich is a little thicker. It's more like a salad. I know konbinis are all the rage, and obviously I get them all the time, but the sandwiches at konbinis, kind of meh, so-so for me. But grocery stores. Visit a Japanese grocery store if you want some food. It's very good. Fourth floor. Typical classroom. Courtyard. All of the first years are up here, so I'm here majority of the time. Yeah. You can see the numbers of each classroom. One no 6, 1組の6番. So first year, class 6 or 1-6. My school has only 6 classes per grade,
but some of the huge schools have like 8 or 9, which is rough. However, most of those schools have like 2, 3 ALTs, so that's why there's just me.
Oop, it's that time. Do you hear that sound? That sound is like around, it's 2:30 now. It's like 6th period, 5th or 6th period. That's like the cute sound that most towns in Japan have to signify like it's almost 5 p.m. Not 5, just almost the end of the day. Time to go home, kind of a thing. So I always get so sleepy, and so do the students whenever I hear that sound. Okay, so we went through like kind of the entire school, pretty much, like up and down some classrooms in the teacher's room. We have a library as well, and the nursing room, but I never really go in the library, and also kids are probably studying still for their exam, or teachers are meeting with them, and I don't want to bother anybody. So I am going to get some work done, editing done. So yeah, gonna give me a little sec. I have like an hour. It's 2:30 now. I have like an hour before I have to start like getting ready to go. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for a bit. Okay, it's 5:30. I gotta get going. So time to leave this room. It's also getting really, really cold in here since the sun is disappearing. So really quick before I get going, I actually want to answer a question that I get pretty often from a lot of ALTs. As you can see, I'm wearing makeup to school. I have quite a few piercings in my ears, and I have tattoos. Quite a few of them, actually. And I know like the JET program says, and even like teaching in Japan, they're very like, no makeup, no piercings, no tattoos, and my nails are done. So all of those things, the JET program, like during orientation, and even when you're applying, they'll ask like, do you have tattoos? And a lot of people will give the advice like, say no, kind of a thing. And I just want to talk about that really quick. So I arrived here in October during COVID in 2021, and I did not hide my piercings at all. I wore pretty much the same amount of makeup, maybe like less eyeliner my first few days here, and I covered my tattoos with clothing. However, and I could do that because it was fall, like winter, so I was wearing long sleeves, and it's winter now, so obviously I'm wearing long sleeves, but it's summer. It's really hot, and you're not gonna be wearing long sleeves, kind of a thing. So like, because I went through like October, November, December, it's like fall, winter, all the way back to spring, my students and my teachers didn't see my tattoos until the following year, pretty much. So I have one on my ankle, and my students were like, oh my God, like pointing at it and stuff like that. And obviously they were like shocked. But overall, like at least my school, no one cared. Nobody made a big deal about it. I did my best to cover it as much as possible, like especially when I was writing on the board, like this one will show a lot if I raise my arm, kind of a thing. So for me, my philosophy is better to ask forgiveness than permission. So I got my nails done one day and just did a very muted, kind of not so crazy design. But now I do pretty like glittery colors and stuff like that pretty often. And honestly, all my students think it's cute. All my teachers think it's cute. They always ask me where I go get my nails done. And my tattoos, it's just kind of a cultural exchange, I feel. And you're obviously a foreigner, so like your students and teachers and other Japanese people are gonna be like, oh, you're a foreigner, so that makes sense. And they'll ask you questions like, does it hurt? How much was it?
blah, blah, blah. And you can tell them. So I really don't think it's a big deal. If I have friends who have like septum piercings and nose piercings, you can wear a mask all day or flip it up. I think beyond like ear piercings and like tattoos in very like coverable places, you'll be fine. If you have a neck tattoo or if you have like, I don't know, piercing like, I don't know, somewhere else, you might not get the job. But again, I don't know. I know quite a few people who have gotten tattoos in Japan and they just like never had them before. So yeah, basically if you have tattoos and if you have piercings and if you want to get your nails done and wear makeup, you know, do it. Doesn't really matter. As long as you're not obnoxious about it, I really don't think it matters. But if you have questions about like makeup, hair, nails, tattoos, piercings, please let me know in the comments. I know quite a few people who have all of those things. I know quite a few people who have like dyed their hair in Japan too, like pink or red or something. So let me know. Time to go home. I wish I could have been outside today, but it got a lot cooler now that the sun is like turning. Teachers are using my desk to lay out tests and papers because I haven't been there all day. They're so busy. Oh wow, here's flowers for graduation. I love this picture. Get it. Lots of past trophies. Going home. Wow, it's such a beautiful day. It's actually so much warmer outside than in the school. That's crazy. But yeah, here's my school. Takasago. And that's like a music room. And the new elevator that they're putting in the building. It's actually so big. Yeah, most schools in Japan don't have elevators for like kids who are wheelchair bound or even kids who have an injury. So my school's getting one, surprisingly. But yeah, these trees are actually all cherry blossoms. So at the end of March, first week of April, they're gonna bloom and be absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I love them. It's really getting warm today. I'm like very happy and optimistic about the new change in weather. So exciting. This is the entrance where the kids go in with their bikes. There's a shrine at the end over here that's always being tended to by some elderly person. I have to walk through like a little neighborhood to get some school. It's very winding, but this is actually the fastest way. It's kind of ridiculous, but yeah. I remember my first week coming here. I had no Wi-Fi or internet, so like Google Maps wasn't even helpful. I got lost almost every single day coming here. It's so funny, and now it's just like, actually when I first got here, my supervisor at the time told me, just follow the students, follow them here, look at their uniform. And I was like, follow their uniform? I have no idea what their uniform looks like. But I learned very quickly because they were my saving grace to be able to come to school on time and in the right way. There's a tobacco shop here with a cigarette vending machine. I've never seen anybody use the vending machine, but they go to the tobacco shop pretty often. I mean, like Japanese men. Not my students, though. Hell no. I'd be pissed if I saw any of them at the tobacco shop. It's 3:50. Good thing about being an ALT who's been at their job for 4 years, they don't care what time I leave, they don't care what time I arrive. It's a pretty good gig. That's called trust. Obviously, every situation is different, but if your teachers like you, your vice principal, your principal, and your students, they don't really care what you do. Well, I guess they care, but they're not so strict. There's more seats over here now. Oh my god. I should have brought sunglasses. Look how cute the town sign. Takasawa used to be a kind of water port, but not really anymore. And some food. Nikuten? I thought it was okonomiyaki. My train is a local train coming in like 4 minutes. Oh, the cute train sound is playing.
危険ですから黄色い線の内側に下がってお待ちください。この電車は東二見で阪神大阪梅田行き直通特急お客様にお願いいたします。もしくは駅片入りでお知らせください。お買い物をお願いします。
Literally a person on the phone right now. Don't ever let the Japanese YouTubers tell you that people don't talk on the phone, because someone is sitting right next to me doing it. It's all a lie. Okay, well, I'm heading home now. I hope you guys liked my tour of my school. It was such a beautiful day to show it off. So if you have any other questions about teaching in Japan, particularly being a high school teacher, because that's what I've been doing the past almost 4 years, yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to the grocery store to get some dinner, and I'm gonna go home. Maybe take a nap. Okay, bye.